Hey, Sagittarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your June 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Sagittarius, you have your first card out, New Life. Now, Libra and Scorpio also receive the New Life card. Some of you may have those placements in your chart. You may be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio. I am getting new beginnings presenting themselves. This is the month to take action. Bottom of the deck, you have action here. You may feel quite busy in the month of June. You've been doing some healing, but you're going to feel more inspired this month, more inspired to take action, to resolve conflict or any obstacles that have been stemming your success, right? There's the death, right? Endings bringing in new beginnings. So there's a major transformation occurring here for you, Sagittarius. And you may even be cutting out people, places, or things that no longer are a part of your path. You're heading towards wish fulfillment here, but I do feel it's been a difficult or long journey for some of you because of this conflict. But there is the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Truth showing up. So it's like you're getting honest with yourself about your relationships, about your career, about your health, about your path forward. There is an honest assessment taking place here. Look at that, Ace of Cups. You have double ace energy with the New Life, with the Death card. I mean, there are major endings here, bringing in some beautiful new beginnings, Sagittarius. King of Cups showing up. You are gaining this energy of emotional intelligence, more patience, more compassion with self. A lot of you are opening up that heart chakra and you're ready for a new journey. Page of Wands showing up here. Now, bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot. We have Cancer season rolling in at the end of June. That could be a very vital time for a lot of these new beginnings to show up in the physical world. But I am getting Gemini season here, which is the majority of June, is going to be significant when it does come to communication and opening up to having heartfelt conversations with loved ones, with family as well. Now we have right below that, we have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. So there could be an opening of the heart, a love offer coming your way. There could be a very spiritual union that you are manifesting or bringing to the forefront here this month. You could be listening to your own intuition about a situation and moving in a new direction. You have the Family card here as well. So family could be showing up in some way, shape, or form. You may be disconnecting from family members. There could have been a death in the family as well. Maybe there's some form of inheritance. I mean, typically the death rarely ever means death, but because we have the Family card here, I feel like this may have been a situation that you've already known about, or it could be the anniversary of someone that has crossed over. June could be a significant month for some of you. They're saying go one more with the love. Usually I'm just pulling three, but some of you, because we have that Ace of Cups, there's love coming in. There it is, new love coming in with that Ace of Cups. So that's a confirmation. Spirit saying love is here. Open up to it. Open your heart to it here in some way, shape, or form. Because there's been obstacles around the heart is what I'm getting here. There's been some major endings for you in the past, Sagittarius. You've been through situations, that have broke your heart wide open. You have the Fault Line, and then you have the Thanatos card. So you have two of these ones that are showing up. So first card out is New Life. You've been undergoing a major transformation, which does represent the death here. This is also Scorpio energy. So some of you, again, you could be Scorpio cuspers, or you are really feeling the effects of the changes and transformations that have been occurring for you, possibly even since Scorpio season. So last October, last November, up until this point, a lot of you could have been going through these changes and transformations, Sag. This is about a fresh start. It's about growth and heading towards a new journey, which is your final outcome. You have the Page of Wands. You see that he set out on a new path, but it does require you to take a leap into the unknown and to be adaptable and flexible on the way. You see the little chameleon there on the path. So I feel like you are shifting your energy, and there could be someone very important on your path, even though a lot of these cards are singular energies. I don't see more than one, but you have the conflict card showing up. But when I created this deck, it wasn't, saying that there's going to be tons of conflict that you can't overcome. The first word is solutions. And that's what that Ace of Swords represents as well, is finding conflict resolution. This is about overcoming obstacles. It is about invoking a part of you that is patient, that is calm, that is emotionally intelligent, hence the King of Cups showing up here in your reading, Sag. So I feel like you're also taking action, but you are receiving and being open to receiving divine guidance or listening to others. There's this energy here of listening to understand instead of listening to respond. Now, so many times that's what we do. We don't even finish listening to someone else's story or what they're telling us because we're immediately concocting what to say to them in return. So in a way, we're kind of disregarding, or we are shutting them down or shutting them off because we're thinking of how we want to respond instead of fully processing all of the information and then working with that energy. And I feel like a lot of you have learned that, and how you've learned it is because you've dealt with people who shut you down or didn't listen, or they may not have created a safe space for you to be able to share your thoughts or your feelings. And that's what I feel is being resolved here in some way, shape, or form. There's been a lot of triggers, a lot of obstacles, maybe even a lot of back and forth. You see that there's a tug of war going on here, Sagittarius. This can be a tug of war within your own mind for some of you. For others of you, it's a tug of war, conflict between family members. This can be opposing views, right? Mom thinks that you should act a certain way, or a sibling lives an opposite life than you do. Or this could be a teamwork environment. It could be a friendship where there's been a falling out. This is about competition and having different views, but are you able to collaborate and work together? If not, can you love from a distance is what I'm getting here. There could be a new person, a new little one born into the family, hence death and rebirth, right? Death is just a transformation of energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It may look like that here in the physical realm because we are familiar with the notion of birth and death, but energy in itself is just transformed into something new. And so this may also have to do with ancestral healing. Some of you, this is lineage, it's bloodline. This is legacy as well. I'm getting strong 10 of Pence energy here. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Some of you, there's an inheritance, okay? Inheritance from some sort of, bittersweet type of energy coming in from the past that may allow you to lead a new life. Maybe this is a divorce. Maybe it's a job ending. It could be an inheritance from family. But it's creating a sense of stability here for you. And I am getting long-term growth, long-term relationships, long-term financial goals, things of that nature. This is about foundation, parents, and fertility. There is something with the month of June. I keep getting an important date, June 19th, June 27th, June 6th, June 7th could be significant. So it could be an anniversary, celebration of life. Maybe there is a graduation party, a school reunion, something of that nature showing up. Someone could be celebrating a baby shower as well, or even a marriage. there's family showing up here. You may be spending more time with family, traveling. There could be vacation. I do see Nine of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment, and it is a card of feeling emotionally content. And if you haven't been feeling emotionally content, there's an ending coming into obstacles that have felt a little bit closed off, or you felt blocked from, some sort of emotional satisfaction. That's about to take a turn. Bottom of the deck, we have action, we have healing, and we also have creativity. So when the action card comes in, someone's taking action here to embrace a new beginning with the double aces, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. There's some sort of truth coming in. And if you weren't clear about the past, or if someone was resisting a new beginning, or someone was resisting an ending, there's clarity coming in around that. This is hustle, it's ambition, it's forward movement, it's vitality. It does remind me of the Ace of Wands, actually, and it's more energy and more motivation. So some of you may have even felt a little bit sluggish. I'm getting as well, some of you may have had a family member cross over, or a family member had suffered from a health issue that you were told it was genetic, or it could be passed down. Maybe it was passed down. Okay. And I feel like you're finding some sort of answers or solutions in the month of June that's going to help you either heal from this, overcome this. Some of you are breast cancer survivors, or you are a survivor of some way, shape, or form. I'm also getting here, you're maintaining or getting something under control. You may be even turning to an alternative form of healing or therapy. This is recovery. It is closure from that loss. Some of you have turned to Reiki. You have support here through maybe a grief support group. This is taking a look at your health, cutting out things that no longer serve you, that drown your energy. Maybe there's something with drowning yourself, drowning your sorrows. I mean, drowning could be some form of significance here, but I do like the healing card showing up. This may also be about sound frequencies, singing bowls, bells, crystal singing bowls, solfeggio frequencies. Okay, singing, healing. I'm getting also some of you with the King of Cups, you may be in a healing profession that June you take action towards expanding. There's some form of creativity that you are growing or expanding from here, Sagittarius. I feel like you're taking action on your health, mental health, physical health, emotional health, and spiritual as well. If you have some ideas, this is the month to take action. Your creativity is highlighted. You're feeling inspired. Now, I believe, let's see. Yeah, we just had that full moon in Sagittarius in your sign. So that was a really big time of letting a lot of things go. So June is going to make room for more abundance, more inspiration, more imagination to flow free in your life. This is discovery. It's talent. This is new ideas coming to the surface for you to explore and take to the next level. I'm also getting, some of you could be changing your appearance. That could be through some form of surgery. Maybe it is cosmetic surgery as well. Okay, some of you are manifesting a trip. Okay, I just heard here England, or some of you could be planning to go overseas or wherever you're located, or even like Switzerland. I'm getting A-N-D, so maybe some of you, A-N-D, Switzerland, yeah, England. You could be going to a place that has A-N-D, or maybe you live in a place that has A-N-D, okay. Some of you are creators, content creators, writers, authors. There's something here with a TV series or a show. I mean, maybe some of you are watching a TV series that's really shifting your perspective on things. Maybe you are creating a TV series yourself that maybe you sell to Netflix. I know that's pretty extreme, but I feel like you have the abilities to really showcase your talent. Maybe some of you are going to go on like America's Got Talent, or you could go be on one of those singing shows. Maybe you're going on a reality show. Okay. I just feel like there's a part of you that applies for something, or you have this idea. Spirit is saying, don't just let it sit in the ether. Someone else is going to grab that idea. This could be an invention that you create that makes a lot of money and helps a lot of people. So this is interesting. Now we do have the death card showing up, endings bringing in new beginnings. This is Scorpio energy of transformation, rebirth, and spiritual growth. So you're in a transition period here that you might not quite be out of something of the past. So for example, you could be going through, a divorce and it's not quite finalized, but you're already stepping into a new life, right? Or you could be maybe starting a family, but you're still in the stages of, I'm not quite pregnant, or, maybe the baby hasn't been born, or maybe you have children going off to college. So I feel like there is an ascension here happening. There's some sort of life change or transformation that's occurring, but it's like you have 1 foot over here and 1 foot over here. And that may be causing a little bit of, I just want this to be done, or I just want to embrace this new beginning. And I feel like it does show up for you fully, where you're able to stick both feet on one side here this month, June, Gemini, and even Cancer season. Now here's the water element of the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment, feeling content, feeling good with life. Now, sometimes though, it can represent an overabundance in certain things that we indulge in a little too much. Maybe that's that drowning, right? Drowning our sorrows in, alcohol, or, going to extremes, eating too much. It can be the card of indulgence. Now, I'm not getting that energy here, but I have to point it out because that could be something you're cutting out or something you're leaving behind, because this is also about happiness, success, achievement. It can be completion. I'm also getting here with this 9 of Cups, because they keep flipping it, and maybe that's that back and forth. This can be the card of greed. It can be the card of gluttony a little bit as well. Gluttony, like too much of a good thing. This can be a lack of belief even. Is this possible? Can I really end this old situation and have something better? Right? And the answer is yes. You see it coming up here for you twice, Sagittarius. You have the Ace of Truth. This is about you getting honest with yourself. This is the breakthrough. It's understanding. But there is something with the mind as well. I mean, the mind can play tricks on us. You know that. Limiting beliefs can hold us back. Our mind can try to protect us by saying, no, Sagittarius, that's not for you, right? Don't go near it. It bites. And I feel like you are getting ahead of your thoughts this month. You're getting in control. And that has been a theme I've been pounding into these readings lately, because Spirit has been bringing this up so much. And I feel like June is a pivotal month for the collective, for, globally as well. And that theme or that message is control your thoughts or they control you. Where do you want to be? You have the choice, right? You have the choice. It's like, our brain is like a muscle. We have to condition it daily. We have to make that choice every moment. And sometimes it feels exhausting, but when you start to program, when you start to set that routine of this is what I want to think, this is my new thought process, then it becomes second nature. Then you don't have to necessarily try so hard, because that becomes the new default. And with this Ace of Swords, this is about you getting ahead of your thoughts and saying, I'm in control here. I can be the creator of my destiny. I don't have to let my thoughts overconsume me, cause me anxiety, cause me stress, to keep me stuck in this resistance and replaying out old stories over and over. I have the opportunity here to live in a sense of emotional fulfillment, not of, lack of belief. So Ace of Swords is a light bulb moment. It is an action plan, cutting through the barrier. That's what you're doing with the Death. You actually see that there's a rope right in front of him, and there's a small little section. It is being held by a tiny little string, right? If you've ever seen a rope dwindle down to the last little string held by all of those, pieces put together, there's something just hanging like a loose tooth here and you're cutting it off. You're saying, why didn't I do that a long time ago? Because maybe, once you know better, you do better. Don't judge yourself, release it. You're having a human experience. Sometimes we're harder on ourselves than we need to be, Sag. And the Ace of Swords here is communicating with yourself, with others better, cutting through any BS, cutting through mental confusion, mental fog. And once you do, it also allows you to drop into the heart space a little bit more and open up to this soul quenching renewal. Hello, Ace of Cups. This is inspiration. This is relationships built on grace and emotions. This is a gift of love. This is a new love connection. It can be a new connection to self-love. As the saying goes, you can't drink from an empty cup. And in this cup here, you see that it is overflowing. Not only is there a soul-quenching renewal, but the overfloweth is dropping down to the ground, and you already see the seeds of something being planted. It's already growing there, and the cat wants some of it too, so the cat's drinking some of that water. So it's like you have the Midas touch, Sagittarius. Whatever you are opening yourself up to, it's spilling over. It's bringing a sense of emotional joy, and other people can't help but want a piece of that as well. So your energy is magnified. Your energy is vivacious. There's this sense of renewal within your heart and soul that you haven't felt for a long, long time. This is gorgeous energy. King of Cups, right? Ace of Cups to the King of Cups. This is beautiful. This is, someone who doesn't let their emotions overrule them, but only because it's taken a lifetime of understanding one's emotions, right? This person at one point or another has maybe not been in touch with their emotions. Maybe that's that flood or that, drowning. Maybe you felt at times like you were drowning in your emotions. You suppress them, you numb them, you shut them out, you shut other people out. This can be someone who's maybe cold, untrustworthy, dramatic even. But I feel with this in the upright, and because we are cutting out old patterns, you're coming to a point where your emotional intelligence is really shining through. This is support. This is love. This is compassion. This is kindness for mankind and for oneself. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you're not setting healthy boundaries, because you are. Look at him. He's on an island. He may keep people at a distance until he gets to know them, until he's able to trust, until he's able to feel balance within his emotions. And then he'll let you come onto his island, right? And I feel for you, there's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of happiness. Look at the dolphins in the background playing. You see the mermaid in the background. There's the belief, right? I believe that this is possible. He's holding his big old Ace of Cups right there in one hand. And he's holding his telescope here in the other, so he's able to see things. He's able to check out all of the lush, surroundings that are within the waters around him. And he has a lot of koi fish, which represent longevity and prosperity. So you're creating something that is long lasting, and you see it. You can see it from a mile away now, where maybe you weren't able to see it in the past because you were still in some sort of old paradigm. All right, we have the Page of Wands, Sagittarius. Page of Wands showing up. Okay, I'm getting this name here, Alan. Now, this name also came up for, I believe it was either Aries or Taurus as well. I think it was Aries. Now, some of you could be dealing with an Aries, or maybe you know an Alan and they're an Aries. That could be a place as well, a location, a middle name. Take it as it resonates. Now, Page of Wands showing up here is going on a new path, a new journey. He's a student of life. He's curious. I mean, we're all students of life. And this is a reminder to open ourselves up to a new path, new direction. It doesn't matter how old we are. There's always room for growth. There's always a new path, a new direction that we can take here, Sag. And the Page of Wands is possibly receiving messages about career, projects of study, of opportunities for growth. There's an opportunity here to trust in the unknown and take the path less traveled. Yeah, take the path less traveled. Do something that is new. Go towards a relationship that maybe you haven't gone towards before. Go travel someplace that you've never been. Expand in your career and take a class that maybe you never thought you'd take, but it's going to help you in some way, shape, or form. And it could just transform your life into a complete 180. It could take you by surprise, but be adventurous, be eager, be passionate. And I feel like there's going to be new doorways, new pathways that open up for you, Sag, that allow you to be versatile, adaptable, and flexible, and also for you to maintain your sense of independence. You see that orange cat there as well. And the cat's looking back saying, are you ready? What's stopping you, right? What's holding you back here? Let's go. We're off. And you may be wondering, well, do I have what it takes to drop into this energy? Like, can I be the person that I want to be? Or can I be adventurous? Can I be spontaneous? And the answer is yes, right? You can be anything you want to be, Sagittarius, anything. So when it comes to money, wealth, career, abundance, you have the pendulum, you have the book, and you have the frame. So the pendulum can be about fluctuating income, or it can be about indecisiveness, right? Do I retire? Do I leave the corporate world and go off on my own? Do I sell this business? Do I expand in this area? So there may have been strategizing taking place in the recent past, or you're currently strategizing here. There could be seasonal work involved. Some of you, there's a job change, or you may be making some new choices in your career. Some of you, you're choosing to end the past and enter into something new, which is going to bring a lot of happiness. And stay eager, stay curious about these new beginnings. Another message I'm getting is you don't have to know every single step of the way to start or to begin. Right? You are being guided to have that beginner's mindset moving forward, and you can learn as you go. Okay? So many times that's what stops us in our tracks. We feel like we have to have all the pieces put together. We have to be perfect or healed, or, we have to have this much money, or we have to, we set these stipulations and this groundwork and, all of these expectations that actually prolong us from making that first step. And Spirit is saying you can learn as you go. You can grow as you go. And sometimes that's the best path forward. Now you have the book card. So there is new contracts coming in here in the month of June, maybe paperwork. And look at that, you guys. It says learning as you go. And I didn't even see that phrase. But yeah, that's confirmation of Spirit saying you're going to learn as you go. You're going to stumble. May even fail. It's part of the process towards success. And that's another message, again, that's been coming in. Failure is inevitable. It is part of the stepping stone towards success. That's how we grow. Some of you are in writing, in law, the legal system. There could be, I'm getting lawsuit. Some of you may be part of some sort of a lawsuit or class action law. I mean, take that as it resonates. Maybe you're going to get a big chunk of money you didn't even realize because you were part of, a Walmart lawsuit. I don't know what that is, but education here could be involved. Some of you may be going back to school, getting certified, learning something, taking a class. Maybe you are the one that is teaching a class. I'm also getting here papers. Some of you are going through papers. Maybe this has to do with taxes or contracts, legalities. I feel like there's some sort of stamp of approval, or there's something that will be approved if this does have to do with contracts. And then lastly, you have the frame. Sagittarius, this is steady income. This is organizing. This is all about accomplishments. You may be designing something. You may be in the art and design field. This could be home oriented. You may be self-employed. That may have to do with the contracts. If you're going to school to get certified, or you may be bringing in others who are getting certified so they can do what you do in some way, shape, or form. You may be hanging some sort of certification in a frame, but I feel like this has to do with steady income, because we see that there's been fluctuating income, But decisions being made this month are going to lead to more stability, something more long-term, more steady, as we were saying here. Let's take a look at love. What do we have for love? Okay, so we have release the ex, release past energy. Even if you're not physically connected to an ex, energetically, your body keeps score. The body remembers what you've gone through, right? The conditioning remembers what you've gone through. And maybe that's part of that little thread that you're hanging on to that is ready to be cut off, right? Cut it out so you can move forward towards this wish fulfillment, something that emotionally satisfies you, because there's been a little bit of an ending here that created a lot of conflict within you. So the time has come to clear your energy. For some of you, there is definitely new love available here that could lead to long-term growth. We see the wedding card as well. It says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Ace of Cups, King of Cups. I mean, you're going from the ace, the new beginning, all the way to the king. So there is a love offer being made here for you in the month of June. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, so express how you feel. And some of you may be holding back because that King of Cups, they keep people at an arm's length, right? Until they can trust. But I do feel like there is an energy here of being able to trust. And if you can't, it may be based on some, conditionings that you've gone through. Unless, of course, someone has shown you every red flag not to trust, then move on from that with the Chariot and trust your intuition first and foremost. But I feel like there's the love offer. And if you want something deeper, if you want something more meaningful than you've had in the past, you have to leave behind the old. Eight of Cups, abandon or reject a situation of the past so you can head towards your Nine of Cups. Here it is. It's showing up in your energy here. For those of you that are currently married or in a commitment, perhaps there was a job loss or there was an ending in the family. Maybe there was some form of, maybe even death of a situation here. Some of you, there was a move or a job change is what I'm picking up on. Maybe family was involved. There was conflict within the family and maybe that interfered with a connection or a relationship. But I feel like there is some sort of important conversation that is had between you and a loved one, you and a family member, you and someone close to your heart that's actually going to put the both of you on a brand new, beautiful journey forward. Okay, whether you're together or not, doesn't matter, but this is for your highest good. And you may need to adapt to some new ways of being, some new ideas, some new beliefs, because you are being guided to really open up and use that imagination. All right, let's clarify some of the energies here. Let's clarify. Let's take a look at the Death card. We're not going to spend tons of time, but because it is showing up, I want to know what's important for you to cut out. What do we need to cut out? Ooh, Ten of Pentacles. There's that Ten of Pence energy that I was picking up on. This is family. So there is maybe a old belief. This could be debt for some of you. You may be paying off or clearing up some sort of debt. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This can be family drama, okay, or old beliefs that were rooted in family dynamics, maybe how you seen something take place. This could also be about you thought you were going to have this commitment or this happily ever after with someone of the past. It didn't turn out the way that you thought. It doesn't mean that that dream is never going to happen for you. It just means that, that wasn't your person, or that wasn't the person that you meant to go all the way with. And that's okay. But that can be a hard truth to accept sometimes, especially when we're going through the pain and the healing of that process. And because we do have the healing card, you have been healing from something that was challenging. Okay. This could also be not talking to a family member, or someone cut you off, someone ghosted you. This death almost looks like a ghost there. So I do feel like someone may have been ghosted in the past, but you're leaving that behind you, or you could be mending it. It could be coming together here in a new way. Okay. But that is part of what's coming in. This can also be financial as well. There may have been some financial struggles for some of you, or money struggles, stability, home, real estate, okay? There's an ending coming in, bringing in a wish, and I want to take a look at this wish. Spirit, what do we have? 9 of Cups. What's the wish showing up here? What's this wish fulfillment? Page of Pentacles, something of the past. This is a childhood dream that you've wanted for quite some time. And it was disappointing because you thought that that's what it was going to be in the past, and it wasn't. But Page of Pentacles is saying, but don't worry. We have a new opportunity manifesting in the physical world, one that is more reliable, one that is more trustworthy, one that truly aligns with your soul, Sagittarius. And don't worry, because those wishes of, childhood dreams or what you've wanted. And you see the dog here. I mean, someone could have a dog or have maybe a yellow lab or a golden retriever. Maybe June also is a month where maybe a dog was born, something with animals. But I'm also getting past life, okay? Past life. Some of you may even be connecting with a soulmate that you've had a past life together, and you may be moving forward with this person, and you may hear news from them. I mean, if you're wanting to reconnect, I feel like there is the option here of reconnection, but I'm also getting an important message of not romanticizing the past, okay? Not romanticizing, but to see the truth of what it really entails or what it is, okay? Let's take a look at this ace, double ace energy, the truth of love. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Let's look at the Ace of Cups, please. Wish fulfillment, double whammy, 9 of Cups. There's a love offer being made here, and this is your grandest wish. This is something that, you've dreamt of, maybe as a child, or something that really fulfills you on a deep level, on a soul level. You're getting it twice. And when you get that card twice, this is big. This is emotional fulfillment to the max. It's the 9. It is the completion. It is the accomplishment. So whatever this love offer is for you, business, life, love, health, whatever it is, I would say yes. I would say yes. Don't let that fear hold you back here, Sagittarius, because King of Cups is really beautiful, saying this is your wish fulfillment. All right, let's take a sneak peek at this new journey. Page of Wands. What do we need to know about keeping an open mind, being versatile, being adaptable, being flexible? Listen to your intuition. We're getting another High Priestess. We just seen that High Priestess here. Some of you may be connecting more so to your intuition. This is a spiritual union or a spiritual destined practice or a new path that you're on. It's because your intuition is saying, this is it. Keep moving forward with that Chariot. Say yes to this love offer. Say yes to that Ace of Cups here. That's the truth. The truth is that there's something better here for you. All right. Let's take a look at the fault line and the Thanatos, the fault line. So the fault line is all about, some sort of ending, which I think that one's going to be a little bit deep, a little bit intense. And I'm not quite sure about that other one. I absolutely love this, this deck, but I've only used it a few times, so I'm not too familiar with it yet. All right, we have the fault line is the first one we're going to look at. It's just taking a minute to find it here, Sag. All right, I'm just going to pause the video to find it. All right, Sag, we're actually going to go with the Thanatos first because I see that this does represent death, and that's your first card out here is the Death card. And it says, it is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as transformation, which is, we talked about the transformation as well, but it's also about brand new beginnings. It says, but the true archetypal resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an eternal response to the gift of birth, witnessing the ending of another being, a creature, a phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually with more compassion and wisdom to share. You guys, I have full body goosebumps. That's that King of Cups energy. You're wise. You have wisdom. You've been brushed with the underworld. This capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. When this card appears, it signifies an initiation into the underworld. It can be about grief, grieving, mourning, bearing witness to all that is. When it's in the dark, it can be fear or insensitivity to maybe old age, to illness, or to the dying. Facing Thanatos, death, leads us to Aletheia, the truth, and we have the Ace of Swords, which is the truth, right? So there is some sort of truth being faced here. You're seeing transformation for what it truly is. There are those with a great gift for navigating Thanatos energy. Thankfully, we find these generous souls in emergency rooms, hospitals, hospice centers, and the like. So again, as I mentioned, some of you definitely could be a healer yourself. You may have worked and brushed alongside, death. If you want to go deeper in this energy, take a look at The Mower by Philip Larkin. The Mower. Now, I'm not sure if that is a poem or a movie or a book. I'll let you look into that if you'd like. And then we also have The Fault Line. This is the fissure, the crack, the weak link. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely that this cracking open is overdue as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. That's that Ten of Pentacles. That's that stability, right? We do see that there's been conflict. There is conflict that you're currently undergoing. It has everything to do with the death and this fault line. No more walking on eggshells. No more suppressing. No more holding back. That's why you have new beginning after new beginning. It does require complete honesty, surrender. That's going to lead to this breakthrough. And I feel like your intuition is saying you have what it takes. Trust. This is about redefining reality. It's about something breaking open so you can head towards more emotional fulfillment, your wish fulfillment here. When this is in the dark, it can be pretending, it can be delusion, it can be precariousness. It is possible that something a loved one said has caused a crack in your relationship that has never been mended. Revisit it. The time to heal is nigh. Yeah, the time to heal. So that could be the family. You do have the family. This could be something that a loved one who's crossed over said to you, and you live with this 20 years later. I just had a client come into the office the other day and say, Mel, there's this phrase that my father said to me, when he was alive that I still think to this day, and she's 70 years old, right? So sometimes it's that phrase or the one word or the sentence that really sticks with us through a lifetime. And that can be something that is ingrained in us. And that may be what needs to be healed. It doesn't matter if you're 27 or if you are 77, right? It can be addressed and looked at because we don't want to keep it suppressed any longer. That's the message here. In Japanese kintsugi pottery, gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. Amen to that, Sagittarius. Embrace your cracks, right? Because you can patch them up with gold, and other people resonate with other people who've gone through stuff. Perfectionism, that's for, TV shows. Perfectionism is for the movies. That's not what reality is made of. And sometimes we're taught that we have to be perfect, that we have to wait for the right time, that we have to walk on eggshells, that we have to stay in balance and harmony. This energy is saying it is time to erupt. There's like a volcano underneath this fault line that is ready to put an end to something. And when we do, we realize that yes, it requires a complete foundational shift, as the death does. But you are being reborn in a way that you never thought possible here. So address the crack, address the weak link here in your life, in your energy, because it's going to transform your life here on earth and your soul on a level that you never thought possible. But I feel for the better. So embrace this new path, embrace this new journey. You have what it takes. This is the month for you to get that healing on, take action, and look at what other card we pulled out. Self-love. Do it for you. Okay, do it for you. There is an energy here of acceptance, going within, rest, compassion, everything that King of Cups represents. That is what I have for you, Saggy. I hope that resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.